Hey folks, I'm Alex.
And I'm Joe.
We make Fly Shirley. We're with Airplane Team, and we're here today to give you an onboarding into how to use flyshirley.com directly in the browser. All right, let's get started here. First thing you're going to see, you're going to go to the Fly Shirley website. You can see some stuff from our recent air tour that we had. Where you can go is just go to try now, or you can do a 1 week free trial. Zero obligation. You just cancel at any time, but you'll go ahead and enter your info here.
Okay. Let's go to login here,
Okay.
and we'll put in the email address that we want to receive our login link at. Send me a login link. All right.
There it is.
All right.
Perfect. And we're in. The first thing that you notice, you've got our whole experience here. You've got a logbook. You've got your curriculum. There's challenges. We'll talk about how you can create one. Joe's going to show an example of that. But for now, let's just go to Start Shirley School, and we can show how this works out. So let's talk to Shirley. You ready?
Hi, welcome to your quick Shirley Ground School. My name is Shirley, and I'm your co-pilot. You can talk to me in two ways. This is the first, speak naturally, then give me.
All right, Shirley. Yeah. Excited to be chatting with you. What should I do next to start my my school session?
Looks like the microphone wasn't connected correctly. It's going to happen with Windows. So if that's happening and Shirley can't hear you, just go ahead and select your actual microphone.
But Shirley, what should I do next to get started with Shirley School?
You're doing great. You just demonstrated the first way to talk to me. Speak naturally, and I'll respond. Let's move on to the next part of your intro. One last thing. I can score your performance to ACS standards in real time.
After you get through Shirley School, it's just be familiar of how to start a flight. All you really need to do is, if you want to fly just as a free flight with Shirley flying around with you, just go ahead and hit start flight. And immediately you can start talking to Shirley.
Your attention, please. Airplane teammate is up. Mic check when ready.
I want to make sure you're on the correct microphone, but I think we've got it now. Thanks for the tip, Joe. And hey, Shirley.
Hey, Shirley's here in the Skyhawk. Ready when you are.
Shirley, what have we done before?
We've got one flight in the logbook together, a ground school session back on February 5th, where we went through the Copilot onboarding tutorial, covered how to talk to me naturally versus using a wake word mode, and how to mark maneuvers for real-time ACS scoring. Ready to get some actual stick time in?
Okay, yeah. There's a number of ways to run X-Plane, and we find that actually our favorite way to run X-Plane is in window simulator mode. So if you go to settings, and I know it's small here, but if you go to settings and then graphics, there's a drop-down called Monitor Configuration and Monitor Usage, where you can go ahead and set it to Windows Simulator mode. Once you hit done, all you need to do is go into a flight. You want to potentially go look at one of these ACS challenges. So these will help us be scored to ACS standards. There's one for landing that sounds pretty interesting. Maybe we should go try that one out.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good. Landing challenges are a great way to sharpen your technique. Fire it up and let's see how you do. I'll be ready to mark and score when you're set up.
Perfect. So here's we open up this challenge. This is the landing challenge. Let's go ahead and start it up here. We've already got a flight in progress with X-Plane, and so what we'll go ahead and do is hit start flight. We've chosen the Cessna 172 SP here, and then we'll hit start flight. We'll make sure we have the right microphone chosen.
Shirley, this is the ACS Standards Landing Challenge. Ready to see how your landing score stacks up?
Yep, we sure are, Shirley.
Looks like the simulator isn't connected yet. Go ahead and get that linked up, then we'll get you set up for your landing approach.
Yep. Don't
Once
forget
we're
to click that button to
connected,
connect
here's
the
how-
sim.
Yep, and all that you have to do is hit that one button, and the sim is connected, as Joe said.
Great, we're connected now. Quick rundown on how this works. I'll place you on a 3-mile final and automatically set the start marker. After you touch down and slow below 15 knots, just say mark the end, and I'll score your approach, touchdown, and rollout against ACS standards. You're airborne near Cincinnati. Since you're not on a runway, we'll need to pick one within 50 miles.
Well, let's go out of Claremont County Airport. The code is I69. All right, Joe, you're flying.
All right, here we go. Let's see, how do I answer it just like this? Okay. Well, I think I see the runway, so that's good. Yeah.
You're on a
as
3-mile final.
maybe obvious to folks watching this video, but I am not, in fact, a pilot. That never stopped me with Shirley, though.
You're a bit high on the glide slope. Could use a little less power. Wind is 5 knots from heading 133, a right crosswind. Cleared to land runway 4.
And Shirley, what are some tips with the G1000 that can help with this in the flight path indicator?
Still a bit high, ease off the power a touch. For the G1000, the flight path marker on the PFD shows where you're actually going. Keep it on the runway threshold. The synthetic vision terrain can help you visualize the glide slope too.
All right. Well, I can see that runway coming in off in the distance. How fast should I be going right now, Shirley?
Target 60 knots. You're a little fast and still high. Ease off the power a bit.
All right. I backed it off a little bit. Yeah. What other checklist items should I be thinking about as I come in for this landing?
Looking better, a little left rudder to center the ball. For the checklist, you've got flaps full, mixture rich, lights on. Just focus on airspeed and keeping the runway centered.
All right. Well, those are good tips. So when you say start the flare, you mean pull back on the stick, I take it?
Exactly. Gently pull back to raise the nose just before touchdown. You're looking good. Right on glide slope now, under a mile out.
All right. Well, moment of truth.
When you touch down, let me know if you'd like me to set the brakes to help you slow down.
All right, experiencing that deja vu again, flaring a little bit. All right, Shirley, you can go ahead and set the parking brake for me.
Touchdown, brake set.
Let's go get that score.
Yeah, let's get the score. That was looking pretty good to me.
Shirley, go ahead and mark the end.
End marker set. Landing complete. Let's review your score. You scored 65% overall. Nice work on your alignment. Touchdown heading and ground track were perfect. Center line was close, just 14 feet left. The main areas to work on, your descent rate was pretty steep at over 600 feet per minute, and approach speed dipped a bit below target. Ground roll tracking was solid. Want the detailed breakdown on any of those categories?
One of your first landings.
Yeah, I will say, when I was going to school as a kid, if I got a 65 on a test, that was always a cause for celebration. Typically, I'm sure if we'd been in Claremont County, we would have celebrated at Skyline Chili.
Ha! A 65 and some Skyline. That's the Cincinnati way. For a first landing attempt, honestly not bad at all. You nailed the alignment, which is the hard part. Just got to smooth out that descent rate next time. A little less dive, a little more glide. Your results are saved in the logbook if you want to review later. Thanks for flying with me.
There, but we're going to go open up the logbook and take a quick little peek here. All right, so here's the logbook. Very first landing here. You can see our trends over time. First landing, 65, but we can click on it here. When we go to this page, we actually get a 3D map of the actual flight. And so, yeah, then you get the ability to see how that flight was performed on a 3D map. So here we go. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good from the air. Fairly dead on. You figured out the right crosswind thing, and you pretty much brought it in straight. Let's see if we can figure out what was being talked about that vertical speed. So let's bring in this vertical speed. Maybe we'll get rid of airspeed here.
Oh, Shirley has all the receipts.
Shirley has the receipts. And you can see, yeah, pretty much reasonable vertical speeds altogether. A really good flight. You get your score report card. Red seems a little bit harsh of a color for this. I think this is definitely a happy yellow color territory. And you'll be able to see how your progress changed over time. So overall, this is how folks get started with Shirley. Joe, anything that you want to add here as we look at wrapping up?
Yeah, as a non-pilot, I've learned various skills from Shirley, and 65. It's not exactly kind of like your blue ribbon landing score, but I feel quite confident, having flown this a few times, that I could actually do it in the real world.
Our mission is really sim to sky. So to that end, we want you to be able to practice things in the sim, go do them in flight, be able to capture data in that flight, upload it to your logbook here in Shirley, and be able to go practice maneuvers that may be best suited for you. And so we're working on that kind of 360 sim to sky type of experience. And we're really excited to have you try it out and give us your feedback. We're always here if you want to reach out. You can go to flyshirley.com/support if you need us. You can join our Discord, check us out on YouTube, and we'll see you in the next video.